Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about the brain. The brain controls all processes within the body as well as how you think and feel. It includes the nervous system, which also is the brain and spinal cord. The cerebrum contains the information that essentially makes you who you are, your intelligence, memory, personality, emotion, speech, and ability to feel and move. Specific areas of the cerebrum are in charge of processing these different types of information. These are called lobes, and there are 4 of them: the frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes. The cerebrum has right and left halves called hemispheres. The left side is considered the logical, analytical, and objective side, where the right side is thought to be more intuitive, creative, and subjective. All neurons relay information to each other through a complex electrochemical process, making connections that affect the way you think, learn, move, and behave. As you grow and learn, messages travel from one neuron to another over and over, creating connections or pathways in the brain. But as you age, the brain has to work harder to make new neural pathways, making it harder to master new tasks or change set behavior patterns. That's why many scientists believe it's important to keep challenging the brain to learn new things and make new connections. It helps keep the brain active over the course of a lifetime. The brain controls processes within the body such as memory, movement, functions, and senses. Memory is how your brain stores information. Things you do, see, learn are first processed in the outer part of your brain, the cortex. If the information is important, it gets sent deeper into the brain, like the hippocampus or amygdala, for long-term storage. As this happens, your brain creates pathways that help you remember things later. Different parts of your brain control different parts of your body. The left side of your brain controls the right side of your body, and the right side controls the left. For example, when you press the gas pedal with your right foot, the left side of the brain is in charge. Your body does many things automatically without you thinking about them, like breathing, digestion, sweating, and shivering. These are all controlled by the autonomic nervous system, which has 2 parts: the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system prepares your body for stress or danger. It makes your heart beat faster and releases adrenaline to give you energy. This is called the fight or flight response. The parasympathetic nervous system helps your body relax and rest. It also helps with digestion and saving energy. Our brains also control our senses. For sight, light enters your eyes and creates an upside down image on the retina. Your brain flips it right side up and tells you what you're seeing. For hearing, sound waves enter your ears and make your eardrum vibrate. These vibrations turn into signals that your brain understands as sound. For taste, your tongue has taste buds that detect sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and savory flavors, which are messages sent to your brain. For smell, the cells in your nose detect different smells and send those signals to your brain. Your skin has receptors that sense touch, pressure, temperature, and pain, and then send that information to your brain. Windows of opportunity are important stretches of time in which a young brain responds to certain types of input to create neural networks. Neural networks are the paths that our brain uses to help us make decisions and take actions regarding what we see, what we like, and what we do. During infancy and toddlerhood, the first window occurs. This is when children focus on building 3 key areas of development. These include physical growth, such as learning to crawl and walk, cognitive development, like speaking and understanding language, and emotional development, which involves beginning to recognize and understand their own feelings. For the second window, As children grow, a second stage of learning begins that focuses more on interacting with the world around them. In this stage, children develop social skills by learning how to interact with others, build responsibility by understanding their role in the group, and gain life skills that help them take care of themselves independently. Emotional control happens between birth to 4 years. The early years are the best time to help children begin recognizing and understanding their emotions. During this stage, they are learning how to identify feelings like happiness, anger, and sadness, and how to express them in appropriate ways. You could use a feelings chart with pictures of different emotions and ask the child to point to how they feel each day and talk about why they feel that way. This helps them build emotional awareness and communication with you. During birth to 5 years old, young children naturally learn math and logic through everyday experiences. When adults introduce numbers and patterns and problem solving in real life situations, children develop confidence and a positive attitude toward math early on. You can have the child help count objects during daily routines, counting snacks, toys, or steps while walking. You can also sort items by color or size to build basic logic skills. Vocabulary happens between birth to 7 years. Children develop strong language skills when they are surrounded by conversation and reading. The more words they hear used to describe the world around them, the more their vocabulary and understanding grow. You could read a short book together each day and ask simple questions like, what do you see? What do you think will happen next? You can also describe everyday actions such as, I'm brushing my hair, or we are putting on our shoes, to build language naturally. Our brain grows, and as a result, the number of neural networks grow as well. If neural networks don't get used, our body has a natural mechanism called pruning for eliminating the synapses that connect those networks. Over time, if we don't exercise certain parts of our brain, we lose capabilities. The brain is a remarkable organ that controls our thoughts, emotions, and bodily functions. Understanding its functions and development can help us optimize our learning and overall brain health. By nurturing the brain during critical windows of opportunity, we can enhance various skills and capabilities throughout our lives. Thanks.